as we're joined now by Damon Stoudamire, always kind enough to join us on Pacific Courtside Live. Coach, congratulations. This was a comprehensive win, I'd call it, for you guys tonight, 69-51. Comprehensive in a sense that a lot of things I thought you guys did really well. And also I thought the energy, especially at about the 12-minute mark in the second half, was about as good as it's been all season.
Yeah, I agree. I thought, one of the things that I stressed, and and I don't think that I'm wrong in saying this. Like the team, Longwood, what they show on film is what they show on the floor. And when I say that, I'm talking about in terms of the way they pass and cut. Like, they pass and cut like it's fast on film and it's fast like right here. And they try to put you at a deficit. And it reminds me of when I played in the pro. Scott Skiles coach teams. He didn't have all that talent, but he had good players that they could dribble drive, and that's what Longwood tried to do. I didn't think we got off to a good start, but we did match their energy. That was the biggest thing. And then when you got a group of guys sitting over there like I think our depth just in the first half and in the second, if you look at when we really started to pull away and get some distance, it was it was the bench guys that came in and did a good job. I thought that Pierre did a good job of facilitating. I thought that Austin came in, hit some shots. I thought that Gary, obviously played well and hit some shots. And then, Hamp is a little under the weather, and Shaquilo, he came right in there, boy, and
all kinds of energy.
Yeah.
His energy and the way he rebounds, and he gives you another option over there off the bench. And I just thought that eventually that's what wore him down.
I thought you guys had a 12-point lead. I think it was at 3:45 to go in the first half. Longwood closes the gap. They hit the three kind of near the buzzer. I thought Longwood had some momentum going into the locker room. What sense did you have going into halftime?
I thought they had some momentum too.
Glad I wasn't wrong.
Usually I just kind of, decompress and wait for the stat sheet, but I went and followed our guys into the locker room and, just kind of let them know that, this is a dangerous team. They're better to me than the teams that we played before, and they've proven that if they get it going, they could cause problems. They almost beat George Mason and George Mason. George Mason's a good team. George Mason's a really good team, and I felt like we gave them 3 uncontested threes. We had guarded the 3 well up until that point. They hit those 3, and you give guys confidence. And I thought in the second half we came right out and we did what we needed to do to sustain it. And then I thought the bench guys came in and they took it to another level.
See, I was disagreeing with you a little on that because I said now they're going to timeout. Now they're making their adjustments. The whole key is who can play the best the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That changes everything. And you guys came out. They didn't score for almost 10 minutes,
right.
But the first 4 minutes, you just set a great stage and they played well. And I think the bench and everybody's getting more comfortable how they played. A guy that I thought played great tonight, because when you look at stats and they play better than you notice them out there, I always think that's really a good sign.
Right.
Was Vereen.
Yeah.
I mean, he made shots, he got hustled, he played defense, and he just complimented everybody. He just didn't stand out,
right.
But it was just rock solid. I thought he did a good job.
I did too. And one of the biggest things about Austin is he's older, and I think he's a very mature guy. And it took him out of the lineup, but that doesn't bother him. To me, he's played better since then. It's almost like it's took a load off of him, and now he's. He has a chance to sit back, watch the game, and I thought that Austin did a great job too. I did.
I want to ask you what I asked Chivichian, the Boise State game. What did you guys learn about yourselves after that triple overtime loss? I mean, you got to learn something about yourself after taking that kind of a loss, right, in 3 OTs.
The biggest thing after that game is I told them, I said, you played your hearts out, you played hard, but now it's time as we move forward and. Obviously you play those name teams, the Boise States of the world or whatnot. And as we move forward, the rest of non-conference and go on to conference, you guys got to believe that you can win. I don't think it's a matter of the coaches. I think as coaches we always feel like we can devise this and, do a game plan here. But let me tell you something. I don't have no illusions about what this is all about. This is about players and, when you start to believe as a team, then I think that's when you become the team that you want to become.
You feeling good about where your guys are right now?
I feel good about where we are after this win, but I'll be honest with you, I'm never comfortable because
For sure.
you always want more because what happens is as you win another game, the stakes get higher. And that's what I tell the guys. And then when you win, you start thinking about the game you gave away or that something might have happened, and so you just I think that the one thing for me as a coach is what I'm excited about is the guys they're buying in right now. I think that the offense will eventually catch up, and we'll get that going even more. But I think that on the defensive end, they bought in, and they've really tried to do the things that we've emphasized from day one of this year. And you can see that on the floor. It's not always perfect, but we just when we play hard and we got a lot of juice, I think that at some point during the game, our will takes over, and I think that the second piece of that is our bench. I think our bench has done a great job all season.
Any closing thoughts, Coach?
Well, I used to always want my players to enjoy the victory that night. I mean, I really want them to. You work so hard, you have to enjoy it. But I also wanted them when they woke up in the morning to think about that next game. So, like, we'd always put up the next team we played. Like when they walk in that locker room, they'd see that name and they'd see it. Now you got to get them on that. And sometimes you got to take a little piece of paper and stick it in a jar. I said, after the season, we can pull those out and look at them.
Yeah.
Pat our, but, you just, hey, how can you get better? I always said, if you don't get better, you're going to get caught. You know what I mean?
No question.
How do you get better? How do you keep on getting better as the season? And that's a challenge, because, for coaches, it's a challenge for players. They would think, well, we're good enough. Well, somebody's getting better. Somebody will get better, and you need to get better too.
Before I got into coaching, one of the biggest fears that I had as a player is I was always scared somebody was outworking me. That was, to your point, that was, and as a coach now, it's like I'll go home and I'll watch 10, 11, 12 games. I got one on the computer, I got two on the TV, and you're just watching, and it's just you're trying to, you can never stop learning and none of this stuff, and you're always watching things and, how you think you did tonight, or you think something's going on, you go and watch another team, and they got more problems than you got.
I told you, I knew I needed to get out of coaching when we were playing Northridge here. They'd never beat us at home, okay? And we're up 14 with about 9 minutes to go, and they're on fire, they're on fire. They tie it up. We miss a shot. We foul them. They're up two. We miss a shot. We foul them with 2 seconds to go. Okay, they're going down to shoot 2 free throws with 2 seconds in the game, up 2. They missed both free throws. We called timeout. We ran a little home run play that we ran, and Kirby got it, took a dribble, and hit a shot at the buzzer to go overtime. We won in overtime. I go home. My wife, my parents are all celebrating. They're all happy. And I'm so mad we lost a 14-point lead. Yeah. I went in and watched film. I go, I got to get out. I can't stand not doing well.
I'm telling you, that's how it is. I get it.
Hey, man, I see you grinding. No one's outworking you, Coach.
All right.
Thank you so much, man, for stopping by.
All right, guys. Thank
Congrats on the win. Coach Stoudamire, always kind enough to join us on Pacific Courtside Live. Nice win for the